At bukas po, yung magiging case bulletin ng DOH, kasama na rin po ang inyong abang lingkod because as of 11:29 this morning, nakuha ko po ang resulta na positibo po ako para sa COVID. Now, ang mabuting balita naman po sa akin, lahat ng mga nagkaroon ng close contact sa akin po, yung aking mga dalawang huling test ay noong March 10, negatibo po tayo. No? Itong March 10 po, nag-test tayo dahil nga po sasama tayo kay Presidente sa Dumaguete, kinabukasan 11. So negative po tayo noong March 10. Pero itong test po na kung saan tayo nagpositibo, ito po ay kahapon lamang para nga po sana ngayon para sa pagpupulong kay Presidente mamaya at dito po lumabas na tayo ay positibo. So yung mga nagkaroon po sa akin ng close contact, I ask you po for your indulgence pero kinakailangan po kayong mag-quarantine, no? Kung kayo po ay nagkaroon ng close contact sa akin. Pero yung pinuntahan ko po sa Ilocos, sa gaya ng aking sinabi, negatibo naman po ako noong March 10. Okay. Lumabas po ang resulta, 11:29, nandito na po ako sa opisina. Kaya tinutuloy ko na rin po ang press briefing. Nag-iisa po ako ngayon sa aking opisina and that is why we are on Zoom.
If I may just reply, my understanding is there are two issues that we need to reply to. One is the failure to air the President's ads, and the second one is the reasons behind why the ad of Senator Trillanes was aired. So let me start with the first one, which is the failure to air the President's ads. Just to provide context, we have two kinds of political ads that are sold to candidates. The first one is a national ad, which is seen all over the country. And the second one is a local ad, which is normally seen within just a specific province. For the national ads, we have an allocation of 19 minutes of commercial airtime per hour. And for local ads, we have an allocation of only 2 minutes of airtime per hour. Doon po sa Presidente, the President placed an order for 117 million pesos worth of national ads, of which we aired all 117 million. In other words po, 100% of the President ads, which were ordered for a national airing, were accommodated and broadcast and aired by the station. Doon po sa local ads, nagka-problema talaga kami because we only have 2 minutes of airtime per hour. In the case of the local ads, the President placed an order of 65 million worth of spots, of which we failed to air 7 million pesos worth. Our policy on all our ads is first come, first serve, and many of these spots were ordered on May 3rd, and May 7th was the last day of the campaign period. So there had been many previous telecast orders that were already ahead, that came in ahead of the President's telecast order. So that being said, of the 7 million po na hindi namin na-ere, we were able to refund approximately 4 million pesos to the President, and that was accepted. We were delayed in refunding the 2.6 million, which Senator flashed on the screen, and that 2.6 million was no longer accepted by the President. On this issue, I think we acknowledge our shortcoming in our failure to release that refund in a timely manner. We corrected that so that in 2019, our policy is 7 days. If your spot is not aired, the check should be back with the client or with the advertiser within 7 days. So we acknowledge po our shortcoming dun po sa refund. Doon naman po sa ad ni Senator Trillanes, under the Fair Election Act, if I be allowed to read, no? For the purpose of this act, lawful election propaganda shall include, in Section 4, any broadcast of election propaganda by television or radio for or against a candidacy. That, to us po, was the first reason why our internal committee gave a green light to the ad. That the second reason why the committee gave a green light to the ad was they felt that, unlike the first version of the ad, which we rejected because we felt that the children were performing inappropriate actions or behaviors, there was a revised version of the ad, which Senator Go showed earlier, that showed the children merely asking questions. And so we felt that it did not violate any of our internal policies. The third reason why our ethics committee decided to push through with airing the ad is under the KBP code, we are required not to discriminate against any candidate. In other words, any candidate that comes to our station with an ad that is legal and legitimate must be accommodated. Unlike the ads of the president that we were unable to air, all of these ads were aired on a national basis, part of the 19 minutes per hour and not part of the local 2 minutes per hour, which is why there was enough inventory to accommodate the ad. At the end of this whole discussion, I think we were sorry if we offended the president. That was not the intention of the network. We felt that we were just abiding by the laws and regulations that surround the airing of political ads. And I think today we want to make a categorical statement together with our chairman, Mark Lopez, that ABS does not and will not have its own political agenda.
ABS-CBN President Carlo Katigbak has apologized to you if you were offended over the airing of a controversial political ad. Are you accepting the apology of the ABS?
Well, tao lang rin ako. So, alam mo, I have kept a healthy distance from it's now that they are deliberating in Congress, the lower house and the Senate. There's a plan that they would pass a joint resolution someday. But fundamentally, really, ang decision nasa House ngayon. Not so much of the Senate, because the Constitution says all of these things must originate from the lower house. Yan naman. Forget about all this hula-baloo. Nandyan sa house. The critical move is in the house. And I tell you, I am not going to interfere. Wala talaga. Kung maniwala kayo, okay. But those who know me, alam nila.
Sir, are you supportive of the franchise renewal of ABS?
No, I said we leave it to Congress.
How about the apology, sir? Are you accepting the apologies?
Yes, I accept the apology.
So, sir, will you also accept the 2.6 million na sinusoli?
Ashman's laser.
Sir, will you accept the 2.6 million na isinusulit ng ABS-CBN?
Bigyan na lang nila sa any charitable institution of that sort.
The Duterte campaign is based on a lie. It is based on a propaganda. Hindi po totoo yan. Hindi po paraiso ang Davao, hindi sila safest city. Si Mayor Duterte, walang anti-crime agenda, wala siyang anti-corruption agenda, hindi siya natutulog sa kulambo, kung ano-ano man na gimmick. Gimmick po yun. Bilyonaryo po yung mama. Yung sinasabi, bakit kaya ko lang daw binibira kasi ni-reject ako ang babaw ko naman. Di ba? And I'm so happy that I didn't end up with him. Otherwise, ako yung maggagawa ng role ni Alan na didepensahan ko, magpapaliwanag. 2014, April, nag-usap kami ni Mayor Duterte. Exploratory talks through a common friend. Nandito sa Maynila, hindi ako pumunta sa Davao. Nandito sa Maynila, nag-meet kami, somewhere in Ortigas. Ang bungad niya sa akin, hindi siya tatakbo. April yun nun. Kung maalala nyo, November lang siya nag-declare, yung pala, nagdadrama lang. tatakbo pala talaga.